And just like how Trump has escalated, the Democrats will escalate. When they get back in, it's going to make the first Biden term look like a joke. When Kamala Harris or Gavin Newsom or whoever wins, they are coming after us so hard. And here's the difference: they know how to use the government. We do not. Their allies run Washington. Washington is like 95% Democrat. All the career political people, all the lifers, they're all liberal Democrats. They're all gay. They're all women. They're all like, PMC types.
Nick Fuentes gives his predictions regarding the 2028 election and pretty much America's near future to Alex Jones. And let me just sum it up real quick for you guys. We're absolutely effed, okay? Right in the ass, like gang raped status, okay? I'll just let Nick take it away. This scares me, but this is why I'm black pilled. I'm chimp pilled, okay? I really just like to live in my bubble, and I have no faith. But hey, at least we can laugh along the way. Am I right or am I right? Make sure you subscribe. Most of you guys don't even subscribe, and we'll get right into it.
What future do you see, though, if Trump messes this up and then the Democrats don't just win the midterms and turn it all around about impeachment? What happens in 2028 when they get back in? Because they've said they're coming after everybody.
If the Democrats win, it's just over, because, and this is the thing about the pendulum swinging back and forth. We elected Trump the first time and he failed. He totally crapped the bed. Biden gets in. And what is the first thing Biden did after that? J6, arrest everybody. We're going to hire 1,000 FBI agents, 1,000 judges. We're going to go for, what did they say? They said it was going to be shock and awe against the e-celebrities, against the influencers, against the Trump lieutenants, and they crushed everybody. Rudy Giuliani and you and me and everybody, they crushed everybody. And then they went in with the COVID stimulus, and they only gave it to their allies, women and non-white people. They said white men need not apply for the COVID stimulus. And then they came in with the vax. So we're going to get a redux of that. And just like how Trump has escalated, the Democrats will escalate. When they get back in, it's going to make the first Biden term look like a joke. When Kamala Harris or Gavin Newsom or whoever wins, they are coming after us so hard. And here's the difference: they know how to use the government. We do not. Their allies run Washington. Washington is like 95% Democrat. All the career political people, all the lifers, they're all liberal Democrats. They're all gay. They're all women. They're all like, PMC types.
This is so true. Oh my gosh. Literally so true. Just because someone is in your so-called political party does not mean that they are one of us. They are not one of us. They cannot sit at our table. They're all freaking gay weirdos. They're all covert feminists. To me, like blatant feminists. Don't even get me started on those bitches. They all hate me, and I take that as a freaking endorsement. You hear that, you freaking stupid bitches? Close your legs for once, okay? All right. Anyways, yeah, stop preaching about get married, have kids when you are literally a single career woman, boss babe, who just F's all people within the movement at these conservative parties, okay? Okay, I'm just saying, a little tea. I had a Yap City bitch. Am I right or am I right? Anyways, if you're enjoying this, make sure you like the video.
College educated. When they get back in power, unlike the Trump administration, they are going to move like a hot knife through butter when they go after us, just as they did under Biden. And so it's going to be a full war on guns. It's going to be a full war on free speech, on social media. It's going to be a full war on the radical right. I imagine they're going to throw open the border to some extent. How much repair are they going to do after Trump has sent all the refugees back and, changed immigration law? They're going to say, oh, well, we're open for business all over again. So I think that it's going to be fire and fury against the right wing, and especially against Trump. And this time, he's not going to pardon anybody just like last time. Maybe he'll pardon himself preemptively. He'll pardon his people. He'll get a golden parachute. The rest of us, we are screwed. And this is why I said on Tucker and on other shows, you can't take the fight to the left and not finish it. When you go at the king, you can't miss, because if you miss, the king cuts your head off. And that's obvious.
This is so true. And I heard him first talk about this when he did a podcast recently with Dave Smith, another one of my favorites. I need to do more reactions to that. Anyways, it's so true. It's like you can't piss off our enemies and then not fix everything and allow them to now take power and then not only just undo everything that you did that was good, but also now they're mad, they're fired up, and they're ready for revenge. That's what we're going to get. We're so screwed, guys. We need to buy some island and get the hell out of America. That's literally what I'm thinking.
And that's really what Trump has done now for the second time. He's going for the seat of power, going for the permanent bureaucracy, going for the left, whatever you want to call it, really hard. And he's attacking them so viciously on social media, talking all this trash. And in the end, all he does is piss them off. All he does is make them angry, such that when they inevitably get back in power, they're going to attack us with a vengeance. And he's doing it all over again. And by the way,
what's the way out of this?
We have to.
By the way, guys, I want to see what you guys have to say about this. So let me know right now. Pause. Write me what you think about this in the comments down below. Do you think we're so screwed? But we'll let them continue. But I think we're so screwed, guys. That's why we have to be black-pilled and laugh at everything, because it's a freaking joke at this point.
Win.
I think our founding fathers are like having seizures, twerking in their graves, rolling around in their graves, okay? Rolling around, having seizures, twerking in madness and seizure fashion at the thought and just being able to see what their country, this beautiful country that they designed and built and fought for, has turned into. It's like worse than freaking Bruce turning to Caitlyn. You know what I mean? It's like worse, which is crazy because that's freaking bad. Ew.
And we just have to win. There's no substitute for victory. Trump has to turn it around. And if he can't, then we need somebody in 2028. Everybody is ready to coronate Vance. Everybody is ready to cry. And I know you like him and other people like him, but everybody's saying like, oh, well, Vance is going to be the next president. It's not a negotiation. We need somebody in 28 who's going to carry the mantle of Trumpism, win and finish it. Like Caesar, like the Republic is over. This is the American empire.
Sure, well, people
Democrats
don't seem to get it. They go, wait, Nick supported Trump 10 years ago and up until like 5 years ago. But now he's not. So how does he want Trump to succeed? You want him policy-wise to succeed, but you didn't support him to draw attention to what you thought were the problems so that you would hope he would succeed. If I'm putting words in your mouth, correct me. And so that's kind of how I see this. But we have to have an ultimate urgency right now.
Real.
1 year into this, folks, I agree with what Nick's saying, regardless, to look at how much danger we're in. And if Trump doesn't succeed, J.D. Vance, doesn't matter how good a candidate he is or what a nice guy he is, they're just going to engage in election fraud and remove him.
Yep, and they did it in 2020, and haven't done anything to fix it. And here's another thing. The next president will preside over the 2030 census. Whenever the next president gets in, you're going to have a census in 2030. And for people that don't know what that means, you don't just count up all the people. You then also apportion the congressional seats, the electoral votes. So whoever the next president is going to be extremely powerful, because then they're going to preside over that. Like right now, they're battling this out in Texas and California, this redistricting halfway through the decade. Whoever is president is going to get another shot at that in 2030. And then they'll determine for the following 5 or 10 years how many seats there are, how many electoral votes there are. So it does really come down to 28. And somebody needs to get in who's extremely bold and takes risks. And urgency is the word. We just don't have time for like an incremental approach. And people are just negotiating with themselves, saying, well, that's not practical. That's not realistic. Well, we have to have reasonable expectations. No, I have unreasonable expectations. I'm unreasonable. And we want more. The base, America First, InfoWars, MAGA, like we want more than what we're getting.
Demanding our sons and daughters be brainwashed for transgenderism and leftist brainwashing. They demanded all this insane stuff. People gave it to them. We're just demanding common sense, liberty, and freedom, but we have to get aggressive. So I think it does go to the average populist, the American First person conservative, needs to realize this is existential. What should they be doing?
Amen. Amen. I guess we'll let Nick finish this off, what you guys should be doing. Here's some advice, okay? Not just doomsday, but here's what we can do. Let's listen. Shut up. Stop being a Gap City bitch.
I think people should be getting involved. I'm a huge believer in we need a professional class. We need people that have gone to college. We need people that have professional jobs, and we need people to get involved in the party. We need people to run for office. Isn't it such a sad state that you look at the House of Representatives and the Senate, and it appears basically untouched by the Trump revolution? Trump won in 2016. It is now 2026 in a couple of weeks. You don't have literally one congressman that is MAGA. You don't have one senator that is MAGA, because everyone that did exist is now gone. Matt Gaetz, Madison Cawthorn, Marjorie Greene, they're all gone. Lindsey Graham is going to have another term. John Thune is going to be the majority leader. Kevin McCarthy, Mike Johnson, like these have been the leadership in the House. You don't even have one. You have 435 members, and you don't even have one MAGA Republican. So I really believe there's been a failure on the part of the America First base to get organized. There's a lot of talk about doing that, think tanks and candidates and all this stuff, and it just never materialized. And so who inherits the Republican Party after Trump leaves? Well, it's going to be the usual suspects. Who's going to run? I mean, J.D. Vance, of course, Marco Rubio, who ran the first time.
Yeah, they all suck. I don't know why my background keeps messing up, but whatever. They all suck. They're all rhinos. They're all gay. Anyways, let me know your thoughts, as always, in the comments down below. Make sure you like today's video, subscribe, leave comments, orange heart. Also, check the description to join my Discord chat, be in a private group chat with me, or we can text back daily at the Discord link as well in our Moody circle. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.